Have you ever had your lips done before?
Like 3 years ago when I had filler in my cheekbones, she had a little bit left over that I put in my lips, but it wasn't enough to really notice.
So when you look in the mirror, what would you like to change or do with your lips for today's injection?
You know, I noticed there's a little asymmetry on this side. So when I'm putting lipstick on, I usually overline this side. When I smile, like my lips disappear.
They thin out. Yeah.
And when I put on lipstick, I usually kind of overline down right here.
Yeah, you need a little bit more pout just in the center right there. Overall, you have really nice lips and a really nice shape already. So this edge will just get a little bit more, a little bit more in the center here. And then how do you feel about the size? Do you feel like the size is where you want them other than those two things? Or a little bit bigger?
I mean, what's your professional opinion?
I agree with you on both of the things that you said already. You need a little bit more volume right here in the center, and this needs to come down.
Yeah.
You need a little bit more show on this side, and you need the corners to come up just a smidge.
Yeah.
And then other than that, I'll probably use a little bit more fullness in here.
Okay.
Kind of like this.
Okay.
And that should help it so that your lip doesn't disappear as much when you smile. Okay. Botox wise, I know we talked about here. Do you need anything else anywhere else right now?
Only right here, because I just got Botox in September, and since I was trying to, I only wanted to get 20 units, so we had to really decide where I wanted it, and I just did it right here and then up here, and she didn't do any here.
Between the brows.
So if I could just do the number 11 and then right here. Yeah.
So show me the frown. How long has it been since you had any in there? So has it been 6 months?
I had some in here in June.
So 4 to 5 months. Frown one more time and hold it. I think that 20 units in here for you may be too much. It's probably somewhere between 12 and 18 units. I'll probably come in around 15 today. Okay, so now we're going to do the dental block. And like we discussed, it's really only going to last 30 to 45 minutes, not as dense as you get at the dentist. Topical can take as long as 30 minutes, but on the lips, I think usually it's better at like, I don't know, 10.
I have an event tomorrow, and the next day I'll be fine, right?
You'll be fine, and if you bruise, it'll be probably bruised in the body of the lip.
Yeah.
Throw a little lipstick on it, call it a day.
Okay.
You can also
But I won't be like swollen.
You might be a little swollen. If you want to take some of that swelling down quicker, I would use a warm compress when you get home.
Okay, not ice?
Warm compress opens the lymph channels and allows that fluid to leave. Ice keeps any more from coming to the area.
Okay.
That's all, and it feels better. Let's be real. If you want to ice too, there's nothing wrong with that. I'm going to probably give you some vitamin D, about 30,000 IU vitamin D post. It becomes anti-inflammatory. You can also pop a little ibuprofen to help too. I kind of attack inflammation from every angle. I sleep a little bit inclined when I get injections. I avoid excess salt, sugar, including alcohol.
Yeah, I don't drink.
Yeah, perfect. Perfect. You'll have a good result. Lips is probably the biggest payoff there is for a girl, because even if it's just slight, it's still a big improvement. We just did a client earlier, and we just outlined her upper lip. She was like not even really concerned about it. She was so happy when we were done. She's like, oh, it made the biggest difference. It takes years off of you. It just adds a little something, right?
Okay, so this is that same little needle. I'm just going to touch you with it. The point is not to draw blood, just to see how numb you are. How does that feel?
I don't feel.
How about over here? Perfect. Quite as numb, but when we tested you, it seemed like it was really numb. But if you feel like it's like not tolerable, you let me know and I'll stop.
Okay.
A little pinch. So a little bit more on this side, since this is the smaller side. Turn your head just towards me, just a little bit. Okay, a little pinch. One of the things that you're going to notice when I'm done, when you first look at it, the last place that I was in, whatever that is, whether it's this side or down here, it's going to seem a little bigger, and that's just because it was the most recently injured. That will go away. I'm paying pretty strict attention to how much I have inject it in each side so that I don't get more on one side than the other.
Okay.
What's beautiful is that it's her lip, you know, but just like the more revved up version.
So we're done with the Juvederm, so now we're going to just put a little growth serum on, and it's going to help seal the holes, and it also just gives me something to glide with so I can really feel everything that I've done. Massaging it and just making sure that there's no little gaps, no little bunching, nothing in a little lump anywhere. And then also just feeling the threads that I left. This is the last time I'll really be able to do that, because it's going to pull water and just melt in and look just like her natural lip. She's done bleeding, so we're going to hand her the mirror.
Yes! I know!
Good or bad?
So good!
So
good.
good.
So pretty.
Oh my gosh, I love it.
Now, you see how this still looks a little bit larger? It's not. There's actually more on this side than on this side, but it was here, and then I had to go back here. Give this 5 minutes, it'll catch up.
Okay.
You're not going to bruise.
Okay.
I'd be very surprised if you got any kind of a bruise whatsoever.
Okay.
Usually people who bleed a lot tend to bruise, and
Okay.
so I don't think you're going to bruise at all.
Okay.
Let's do your Botox next. Okay, we're going to add some Botox to this lip injection that we've done, and we're just going to put a little tiny bit of Botox here, and that makes it so that the corners come back up to neutral, and we don't have to use as much filler in the corners, and we can use the rest of it on the lip. Okay? So if you can make this face, make this. There it is. Okay, relax it. So go ahead and try and make that face again. So there's a triangular muscle here that wants to help you open your jaw really wide, and if we just weaken it a little bit, this round muscle takes back control and brings the corners back to neutral so that we don't have to use as much filler in the corners. Okay? And now we're going to do her frown. Go ahead and frown for me. And she doesn't have a lot of frowns, so we're just going to do a small amount. And this is a 5-point injection. Sometimes people will do Botox in a 3-point injection or a 5-point. And the way they're picking is based on your anatomy. If you have a lot of pull up here, then they add the 5th point. And if you don't, they don't. Okay, frown one more time for me. Yeah, not a lot of frown there. It's gotten weaker as we've been talking.
You've gotten younger since
you've gotten younger.
That's it.
Now I've got the classic Botox horns. Those will go away in about 10-15 minutes. No worries, but it shows you had it.
The lip is not only really beautiful, it's more youthful when you add just that little defining and a little bit more volume. It literally takes years off the face.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, and if I were you, I would tomorrow morning take a selfie and just compare to what you have like right now. You'll see that they're actually going to be a little bit smaller tomorrow.
Okay.
A little bit less out there.
Okay.
And if you feel like, oh, but I liked them better when they were more swollen, then probably another half a syringe.
Okay.
If you love them, you're done.
Okay.
Okay? Yeah, and so what we used on your face was 19 units of Botox.
Get back on?
Yeah. I feel so good. I just got the peel and my skin looks amazing and my lips done.
Did anything hurt? What hurt the most, do you think?
You know, the peel probably because it burned, but like after the dental block kicked in, I didn't feel any pain. So you guys take good care of me.